I'm not sure what happened there. Well, it decided to cut off, didn't it? And be rude. I didn't even let you guys know. I can't now because I'm on my phone. Let's get on with this. If you join me, you join me. I want to get over. I want to get over. I want to get over. Over what? I don't know. I want to get over this reading. Get over this reading. I don't know if any of you are going to join me, or whether you'll see it come up, or whether there'll be a notification, whatever. Let me carry on. I got kicked off. Freaking kicked off. Playfulness. Reconciliation's next. Playtime is essential in relationships. 2. To keep the free-spirited component of dating alive. Plan regular date nights with your partner and take turns creatively planning fun activities such as miniature golf, karaoke, walking through a flower garden, or flying kites together. Awesome. I'm going to continue. We have celebration. It's time for a celebration. It really does feel as if the masculine is coming in here. Who are we working with at the moment? Cancer and Capricorn. Love conquers all. We've got celebration. Get ready to let your hair down and celebrate. It's time to go out to dance and play. An invitation could be on the way. Exciting, an invitation's on its way. A lot of you have already received it. Celebration. How many more? We've just got 2 more after this. And then we'll get wrapped up. Come together. An invitation to a special occasion could be on the way, so it's time to put on your dancing shoes or be ready to kick off your shoes and dance in bare feet in nature. Have you been working too hard recently? Perhaps you've just forgotten what it's like to have fun. It's so easy to get wrapped up in work and in the more mechanical and mundane activities of daily life, which means we often forget to prioritise essential fun time. This card reminds you that it's time to celebrate, whether you go out or stay in. Perhaps you could invite some good friends round and host your own fairy-themed party, or even a fairy ball. Even when times are challenging, there's always something to celebrate. You don't need an official reason. Just being alive is a more than worthy cause for a celebration. Dance, rejoice, and celebrate life in all its magical glory. Do you have a birthday soon, or is there a special anniversary coming up that may have slipped your mind? Always make sure you keep a diary to mark down special occasions so you never have to miss a thing, and have your party clothes ready just in case you receive an unexpected invitation. It's good to be spontaneous, as that's where there's always an extra sparkling of fairy dust and magic. Fairies are excellent at celebrating. They feel the fun even in little things and need no excuse for a party. The energy of celebration is around you right now. Anyone here? Anyone here? Playfulness, celebration, divine feminines wanting some fun. Divine masculine, have you got a little bit boring? Have you lost like kind of your fun shine? Bring back my fun shine. Let's move on to Leo. Leo, pure intention, chemistry. And okay. So we have the 9 of Pentacles, the divine feminine's energy. And what's going on with this here? Oh, she's happily contented on her own. Okay. Divine masculine's trying to sort out, I feel, where this connection is. There's a strong magnetic attraction towards the divine feminine, and I think he's trying to work out whether or not it can be felt with someone else, whether, you know, a karmic partner is like, do you feel this? Do you see this? Is this feeling possible with you? And pure intention. Okay. The Fairy of Manifestation will help you use your wishes wisely, manifest your heart's desire with pure intentions and for the highest good of all. And I feel like the Divine Feminine's knowing what she's wanting. So let's have a look and see what Aquarius wants to say to Leo. King of Autumn. Well, that's a Divine Masculine's card. Compassionate, accomplished, charismatic and gifted. It says be assertive when it comes to what you know is right. Everything going your way, a good person or company to work for. So I feel like the masculine energy is trying to sum up which feminine's better, which feminine's going to work for him better. Jeez, this masculine's like a bit fucked up in the head. I as a personal development coach, I as a divine feminine would not want to be hanging around with someone with so much indecision. It's like a bit degrading towards the divine feminine. He's trying to figure out who he actually wants to be with, who's better for him. That's the energy that's coming through. I'll speak what comes through. It's only the truth. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. And I feel like this is with the divine feminine. It feels like this masculine is just exploring this to see whether or not he can make the impossible possible with a karmic partner. Because that was maybe his first intention. These masculines, they take them wedding vows seriously. It's a big deal to get out of them once they've committed to someone. I mean, their commitment, you've got to take your hat off to that. It's like, I don't think there'd be any fear of them leaving you easily. And yeah, it's like they have they're loyal. They have morals. Okay. Whether that's in the right place, look guys, who are we to judge? Romantic feelings, your feelings are real and worth exploring. But again, I'm feeling this draw towards the divine feminine here. Let's have a look at what the guidance is. Because it's always talking about romance, the romance part of it. It's like you'll be able to tell whether or not you're romantic with the person that you're wanting to be with. So, romance. The stirrings within your heart represent the song of romance calling to you. This card comes to you as guidance to follow the pathway of those feelings. Let's have a song. Where do I keep putting this phone? I don't know actually. Oh, I'm fucking using it. You can't have a song. I don't think the radio's working. It keeps telling me service not available. And it's like the top of the aerial's broke as well. So it's kind of like, it feels like the masculine's energy. I just snap off the top of that aerial and then I won't have a connection with the divine feminine anymore. It would just be gone like that. Easy peasy, just like this. No, service not available. Kiss. Service not available. Okay, so the stirrings within your heart represent the song of romance calling to you. This card comes to you as guidance to follow the pathway of those feelings. Perhaps you've met someone who made your heart leap and you wondered whether to pursue him or her. Well, this card says the answer is yes. Take action by flirting, asking the person out on a date, or making your feelings known. If you've recently been longing for more romance in your life, this card is a signal to take charge of making that happen. You can romance yourself by, for example, treating yourself to a luxurious massage or pedicure, buying yourself presents, or watching a romantic movie. This is kind of like the energy of divine masculine. If you don't want to romance the divine feminine and you're romancing elsewhere, it's just like the divine feminine's cool. She's just going to romance herself. She's not going to allow that to bother her and take that like personally. She knows her worth. It's you that's trying to scurry around to find yours. A partner, oh okay, no that's fine. You can also actively pursue and attract romance. First affirm that it is already inside of you. A partner definitely brings these feelings to the surface. However, they were within you as a potential initially. The more you affirm I am romantically loved, the more you attract this condition within yourself and through a relationship. In some cases, you'll receive this card as a signal that you are ready for a new relationship, It then guides you to take action, such as being aware of people you meet who may be potential partners, as well as frequenting places where such potential partners may be. These will be locations or events associated with your hobbies and interests, like I'm here with other divine feminines beings. That's where you're drawn to come. Let's have a look at the the oracle. Believe in magic. You're needing to believe in magic. Okay. It's got depressing after Scorpio. Thanks for that. No, seriously, thanks. I just want to get off the reading. When the Fairy of the Northern Lights appears, she comes to tell you to open your eyes and see the magic that's all around you. The Aurora Borealis is pure magic, and seeing the colourful ribbons of light dancing in the sky is on many a wish list. Perhaps you too have felt drawn to see this phenomenon in real life. If so, this card is confirmation that it's time to start making those plans. Or maybe another faraway location is calling to you. When nature beckons you, your spirit knows the way to go. The message may not be so literal, however. Instead, this magical fairy could be flying in to remind you to open your eyes and heart to the magic. We'll go to the music. Oh, I can't because we're on the phone. Stop asking me to go to the music. Please don't stop the music. Okay. So open your eyes and heart to the magic and wonder of the natural world, so much of which we take for granted. The Fairy of the Northern Lights says, when you're taking a walk, stop, look up, look down and see the magic that's all around. Because sometimes we need a gentle reminder to stop and smell the roses and revel in the magic of nature. Perhaps you're being called to inspire someone else to see the world through new eyes of wonderment. Divine Masculine, you most definitely got new eyes of wonderment. You're afraid to share and show this. I don't even feel as if it's to the world. I feel it's to your Divine Feminine. You're afraid to show her this wonderful you. Children see magic all around them. It's natural to see. Oh, it's natural to see. It's natural to them. If you feel stuck in a rut, tune into your inner child and learn to see the world through the eyes of a youngster once again. Jeez, this reading's got heavy. I'm going to go and paint my Buddha a bit more, I think. Come here. What's your name? Virgo. Manifestation. Be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Now write it down on paper. Manifestation step 1. 6 of Spring. Wonderful news is on its way. Smart choices that bring rewards, success and public recognition, and it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. I'm the king of the castle. What are you? Dirty rascal. Let's have a look. These two, they're okay. That's what I feel. They're okay. This is just a fear of opening up to be loved. What's that song? What it is to be loved by you. Intense. 2 of Spring. Well, these guys are flipping over their boat now and they're off. They're coming. They are coming. A bright future manifested through hard work and creativity, partnering with others who share your dreams. Great progress being made. So there is most definitely progress being made behind the scenes. We're not really aware of it, Divine Feminine. We just need to know our own worth and how lovable and adorable we are. We are. And then it will all just flow. This is the masculines here. 2 of Spring. Yeah, it's worth waiting for. It says divine timing is at work in your love life, so they're going to sort all this out. All you have to remember is if your divine masculine is not awakened, clear, okay, and good to go, he should not be approaching you. It's like he's not allowed to. Okay, you can't be treated like that anymore. So don't let like ugly thoughts play with your beautiful mind. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. We will read this. We'll read the 2 of Spring as well. Six of spring, I've opened up to. Four of spring, two of spring. You're off to a wonderful start. It's as if you have the whole world in your hands. Choices about the short-term future now appear. And the most important thing to remember is that it's safe to take chances. If you had every possible, this was what I was trying to quote, I was trying to tell you the other day. And I said, I don't think I got it right. But if you had every possible resource at your disposal, what brave new steps would you take? Evaluate the situation and then move forward quickly. Many more opportunities are on the way. This is definitely a time for the Divine Masculine to make a decision. He needs to make a choice. Divine Feminine, you're well on your way. You're all good. And the good stuff's coming to you. You're not to be concerned about it. This message is a kick up the arse to the Divine Masculine. It's time. They're dilly-dallying. Okay. The possibility of forming a partnership with others may present itself. This can be a wonderful way to move mutual dreams forward as you encourage each other to continue to follow your passions. Just make sure that you're truly on the same page with anyone you consider pairing up with. Our two fairies have worked together to build a beautiful boat that is nearly finished. All they need do is install the purple butterfly sails, and their journey to magical Avalon will be successfully underway. What's in Avalon? The Divine Feminines as a collective. That's where the Divine Masculines will receive their true healing. Healed. They're carrying a lot of pressure. It's very unnecessary. But they feel that it's necessary to put themselves through this. So allow them that. Go outside. There's definitely this thing about the Divine Masculines tapping into the energy of nature. Nature getting our hands on him. It's time to go outside, tune in to the powerful peace of nature wherever you are and feel at one with your habitat. It's worth waiting for, but Mother Earth has this. I was going to read the worth waiting for card. Your soulmate relationship requires patience, as there are many factors involved. Your soulmate's free will choices are beyond your or your angel's control, as is the readiness of both of you for true love. This card comes to you as a reminder that this relationship is worth waiting for. Divine timing is a universal law that is always in operation. It is the flow of everything. If we try to impose our human will and force things to happen, we become out of sync with nature and experience blockages. Similarly, if we fret, when will I meet my soulmate, we put worry energy out into the universe. The romance angels have heard and answered your prayers for a soulmate, and they are working behind the scenes to bring this to you. Your role is to listen to and follow your intuition, even if it seems unrelated to your desire. Your intuition is like a guide dog, leading you along the path of answered prayers. Follow your intuition and trust in the timing of this relationship. And we have go outside. It's like for the Hermit. Everyone's been so afraid to really interact and mingle, get up close and personal. Keep themselves inside, all inside. It's like, no, that needs to be shared. Go outside. Step outside of your comfort zone. We need to find the G's. Gina G. Ooh, just a little bit. Ooh, a little bit more. You know what I'm looking for. When the Fairy Queen of the Forest graces your card, it's time to get out and get close to nature. The magic of your local forest or woodland is calling to you right now. Often the message is simply to get outside so you can recharge your batteries. We can forget to do this when we get wrapped up in our work, particularly if we're sitting in front of screens and computers. I'm going outside. I'm taking the guidance. I'm going outside now. What? Right now? Not right now. After I've read this card. Well, I'm going to leave you with something else. A final message. Okay. The Fairy Queen of the Forest urges you. Oh, we missed out a part. So if you can, spend some quiet, contemplative time in this environment. Find a place that calls to you. Sit there and just be. Have no expectations, just experience your surroundings and be receptive to any signs. The Fairy Queen of the Forest urges you to feel the powerful peace of nature and to be open to any signs, such as the appearance of certain animals or their actions that may appear during your mini retreat. You may need only 5 minutes, but you can be assured that this gift to yourself of being in nature will give you much more energy to get on with your working life in a more productive way. It would be wise to follow this advice from the Fairy Queen of the Forest when she appears, because she knows only too well how precious the gifts of the forest are. If you're not physically able to get outside, then look at an image of a woodland in a book or magazine, or as a last resort on screen. You can also use creative visualization to imagine yourself outside enjoying nature. Interesting enough, it said that about the water cards, about getting yourself near the stream. So if you don't live near the water, you can imagine that you are, visualize. Okay, if you can get there locally, do it. If you can't, not an excuse, visualize it. And it's the same with nature. Okay, I'm going to go and sit under the willow trees on the bench and see what message comes through. But we're going to end with a Rumi. I think we should end with a Rumi. It looks nice out there. Is that a fly on my arm? Yes, it felt like. Come on. Are you coming outside with me? You can come outside with me. I'd rather you be outside the house than inside of it, Mr. Fly. Okay. The card is Dance of the Divine Feminine. Where's the celebrating card I saw? Dance of the Divine Feminine. I don't know if you guys are like chatting. Am I recording? I hope I'm recording. I think I'm. Oh, I can do lots of different things. I can change like... Let's fuck around. Oh, look at all these different... Oh, that's a dance party. Do you want to dance? Should we see what a dance party looks like on? Is that cool? That's a bit freaky, isn't it? Do you think? Dance of the Divine Feminine. I can't have that. Bubbles. Dream. We could have a dream. Bubbles. We could have bubbles. Do you think bubbles is good? Lucy, stop pissing around. Yeah, but it's fun, isn't it? What else is there? Oh, I tell you what we could have. This might make you feel better. Seriously, then you haven't got to sit and look at me. Especially if I get under your skin and agitate you. This one's going to be perfect, alright? How about that? Is that better? You have to look at me then. Just an outline. Sketch. You like that, Mr. Fridge? Don't be so pathetic. I think that's normal. Let's bring her back to normal. That's normal. Hey, what an odd day. Tell me about it. Chest, heart, pain. Went to angels about it. Heard it wasn't mine. There you go. That'd be about right. What else she saying there? Oh, hi, Laurie. Sorry, behind in reading. Still in Capricorn. I don't even know. I'm nearly finished now. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Oh, hold on. Comments disappeared again. It wasn't mine. Got a rush of the man I was with years ago. That's interesting. Anyway, we've got the Dance of the Divine Feminine. Well, I imagine anyone that you've been with, you've affected, Carol. Seeing your divineness. I imagine they're probably all waking up. Ascending. Anyway, let's have a look at this. I want to wrap this reading up. Dance of the Divine Feminine. And I'm going to go outside. If a tree could move from one place to another, it would not suffer the pain of the sore or the oppressive wounds. If the sun and the moon stood still like the rocks, they could not offer brilliance. How bitter the taste of water would be if the river stopped its flow, remaining still like sea water. And when the sea water rises to become a cloud, it loses its bitterness and pours the rain of sweetness. I have given you only a few examples. You can figure out the rest. Break away from the self and enter the kingdom of love. What's that message there you're sending there, Disco? Probably. The best lager in the world. Anyway, how can your feet bear to be still when the music is so lush and inviting? How can you hold yourself back from the tide of love when the horizon looms so vast and exciting? How can you not arch your back and respond with ecstasy to the lover's touch, saying in absolute submission, yes, more? You are made to move and grow, to love and flow. Even mountains change. Surrender the stodgy ways of the mind and become willing to dance to the great orchestrations of love. It's interesting. The dance of the divine feminine. It doesn't mention the divine feminine at all again. It doesn't mention her at all apart from the title. So I have given you only a few examples. You can figure out the rest. Break away from the self and enter the kingdom of love. You may feel unsettled, beloved, as though the ground beneath you is not so solid. You may touch it to see. Is it moving? Of course. It is hurtling through the skies, spinning, tilted on its axis. It's amazing you aren't passed out on the floor in utter dizziness. Yet you stand there, imagining you have a choice of not moving. What funny foolishness. Let us laugh about it together. How can you even imagine it? Only through some misplaced fear. It is such a small craziness, really. You can cast it off, that small crazy fear. Let it return to the earth mother to become fertilizer for the far grander and more exciting insanity of divine love instead. Give up that tiny insanity in favour of the greatest craziness of love. You cannot be unmoved by it. The rhythm of life will get you shaking your hips eventually. How could you not become... Someone's just left the building again. How could you not become entranced by the gleaming dance floor, shimmering with possibility and invitation? I've turned it off now. I'm being serious. This oracle comes to you with guidance. Your life may feel as though it is being tipped upside down. Perhaps you feel as though the great beloved, in a feisty mood, has grabbed your ankles, is holding you upside down and shaking you wildly until your skirt is over your head or the pockets of your pants become freed of their contents, keys and wallet dropping to the floor in disarray. Your hair is messy, your bottom is in the air, and your sense of orientation is nowhere to be found. Blood is rushing to your head, and goodness knows, you just want to be put down to have a moment to come to your senses. So the beloved will give you that gift, but don't imagine it will last for too long. The great beloved esteems you capable of so much more than being sure-footed and sensible. You are capable of more whirling and stumbling, whilst inspired by the music of the spheres. If you just accept the great invitation to dance, there won't be so much rough housing going on. It won't be needed because your hair will already be in a mess. Your blood will already be pumping, and you'll be sweating, laughing, smiling, and dancing. The great beloved will be alive in you, which is all that grand seducer ever wanted in the first place, even with all the jokes and horseplay. Disarrayed and dishevelled by the divine beloved, you are able to break out of a too ordinary world. You will explore the delightful consequences of rocked boats and upset apple carts being swept away by love, as you dare to dream bolder and bolder dreams for yourself and the world. There is bigger magic for you to weave this lifetime. Prostatic priorities inherited from the world are stuff and nonsense. It is the priorities of the heart that matter to you. If you are ever to right yourself, whilst the beloved is tipping you upside down like a soaring bird in most impressive aerial dynamics, it will be through establishing right priorities, the priorities of your own heart. So ask your heart what matters most and attend to that. Soon you'll be able to find your orientation, even if everything you have once held onto appears to be shimmering and insubstantial. A mere dance of light rather than solid ground. This will become so easy for you because your orientation will flow from within, from the heart, and no matter what shifts and changes take place around you, your centre will remain strong. This is what the Beloved wants for you. Such peace and relief it shall bring to you. But perhaps some more shaking about is required first, in case you are reluctant to give up some mainstays, unaware of how much they drain life away from your heart centre. This oracle brings you this message also. There is something you are holding on to, a person, a place, a thing, a belief, a vision, and you need to let it go because it wants to grow. It may grow and change into something utterly different, or it may grow into exactly what you are imagining. Whichever outcome, growth is happening, and you'll find you'll enjoy the way much more with greater flow and support and less bashing of your head against the proverbial brick wall if you can let it happen. Don't worry if it seems as though your world is coming to an end or you are losing something you once loved. This is just the shaking about of the great Beloved to lead you into a deeper, sweeter dance of divine being and becoming. Put your focus into your heart and realise you are more ready than you think. Now shake those hips, stamp those feet, close your eyes and clap your hands. There, that's better already. A very short sacred honouring ritual. Say the following aloud. What the caterpillar calls the end, the master calls the butterfly. Repeat it 3 times, okay? What the caterpillar calls the end, the master calls the butterfly. What the caterpillar calls the end, the master calls the butterfly. What the caterpillar calls the end, the master calls the butterfly. Repeat it 3 times or however many times feels necessary for you at some deeper part of your being to really believe in what you are saying. You'll know when that happens because you will feel more peace and presence within, and then you will have completed your sacred honouring ritual. Wow. Sounds like divine masculines are in trouble. You're in trouble? Yeah. Okay, because they're like contemplating whether or not the right steps towards you, divine feminine. Don't you let it concern you. Okay. Right, I'm going. All I've got is lots of options about different setups I could have. Should we have a look? What's that one? Bubbles? Dawn. Dawn. What does dawn look like? Oh, it looks like I'm sunburned. Documentary. Oh, we could do that one. That's a good one, isn't it? I reckon I could be like Napoleon Hill as well. Let's have a look. What's this one? Oh, this was, isn't it? This would be good for an old-fashioned. Yeah, maybe I should do my readings like in this style. That's quite good, isn't it? I like that. I'm not on the same level as Napoleon Hill, aren't I? I think so. Well, it depends if you guys have been like watching Napoleon Hill videos and you know what I'm talking about. I really hope you do, guys. That's like the biggest nugget I could give you guys for your personal development. I'm going. Oh, how do I stop this? I don't know. How do I get out of this? Oh, I'm not sure. Oh, messages are there. Oh, what's that say? Cancel. Sorry. Oh, lordy. Oh. It's lent against the laptop. That's black. I think I'm just how do I get out of this, please? How do I get this away? Oh, there we are. Right, now how do I stop it? Do I just press the X button? I don't know who I'm shouting to. Still on Capricorn? Oh no, that was your first message, wasn't it? Love you dearly. I love you too. I don't know if I'm going anywhere. Jeez, I don't have to fucking turn this off. Right, that's message. What's that message? Oh no, that just deals with the messages. That turns the camera around. That gives me some effects that I need. This one, I'm going to bring you back to normal. And then we can come off. I think it's this box up here. Oh, there we go. Are you sure that you want to stop streaming? Love you all. I'll catch up with you soon. Take care. Much love. Bye for now.